America. My name is William Garlington and welcome to conservativesviewpoint.com. Today is December the 15th, 2010, and before we get started, I want to wish every American, every liberal, every moderate, and especially all those conservatives a very Merry Christmas and a very safe, Happy New Year. Okay, if you've been following us for the last 4 weeks, we're into our 4th week here at conservativesviewpoint.com, and our mission, our only mission for the next 2 years, is to help educate, help inform as many Americans as we can with the expansion and the protection of conservative values within America while we try to eliminate and defeat liberalism. This week we've been talking about the Republican Party, the Grand Old Party. Monday we talked about the history of the GOP, and then yesterday we talked about, is the Republican Party conservative enough? Today we're going to touch base on those Republicans that are known as rhinos. So let's get to it. So the topic of today is some of these Republicans that we're going to feature in today's program. They're known as rhinos. So what is a rhino? I pulled it off the web. A rhino is in name only. It is a term referred to a member of the Republican Party of the United States whose political views or actions are considered liberal, okay, as opposed to conservative. So that is what a rhino is in the Republican Party. And then we've talked about, or we've mentioned the blue dogs, the blue dog Democrats. And real brief, blue dog Democrats are United States congressmen and and senators who identify themselves within the Democratic Party as moderates, okay? So when you hear the term blue dog Democrat, they're referring to a Democrat who's moderate. But here, at the point, we determine that if you are a part of the Democratic Party, you're basically a liberal. All right? So they kind of go hand in hand. If you bump into a Democrat and they say, I'm a blue dog Democrat, no. They're a liberal. They're a liberal in disguise. And that's what we believe here at the point. And when you think about a Democrat and when you think about a liberal, you have to think about Barack Obama. Here he is, got his mask on, believing in socialism. Here he is smoking a cigarette, which is fine with me. But again, this man is very, very liberal. He's out to destroy America and weaken America. And when it comes to the year 2012, we're out to hope that this man doesn't get reelected. When you think about the Democrats, you think about liberalism, you think about Barack Obama, think about handouts. That's what they are, entitlement programs, handouts to those folks that don't want to work for a living. They just want to sit there and collect money from the government. They want the government to take care of them. And because they want the government to take care of them, they're willing to give up their power. But here at the point, we don't believe in that. We believe in keeping our power. We believe that you strive to be the best by the amount of effort you put into your job and the society in which you live, okay? Because we don't want to feel that we're chained, that we feel bonded. Bondage, slavery, this is what we feel here at the point right now. And we're trying to change all that. So when you, like I said, when you hear the Democrats saying blue dog Democrats, that refers to being moderate, but to me, they're all liberal. And we've got some liberal folks here. We've got Nancy Pelosi, who got her wings snipped this past November. We've got a very angry Michelle Obama, who just cannot stand America, thinks that America's been very mean to her and her family. We've got a very self-centered Hillary Rodham Clinton, who probably will run in 2012. That's what my sources say, but she's all about liberal. She's not a moderate. We've got Barney Frank. He's liberal as the next homosexual man in Massachusetts. This man is very liberal. We've got Harry Reid, the majority leader in the Senate, who barely won his re-election. We got to go after this cat in the next 6 years to get him ousted. And then we've got Al Gore, who's full of hot air. All these people are liberal. And all these people belong to the Democratic Party. And to me, that's okay. What I mean by that is, as long as they have chosen a side and they say, you know what, I'm a liberal and I belong to the Democratic Party and this is who I am. I have no beef with that. What I have a beef is the subject matter in which we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the Grand Old Party, which is symbolized by the elephant, and it touts conservatism, but we answered that question yesterday that we here at The Point feel that the Republican Party is not conservative enough, and here is the reason why. Drum roll, please. We've got Charlie Crist, former governor of Florida, the state that in which I live in. He ran as a Republican, and he was going to lose the primary, so he decided that he would switch to it as an independent, and he got trounced. All right? This guy is a rhino. He is a liberal-thinking Republican, and good riddance because he was on the conservative political playing cards as the Joker. We've got this cat right here, Senator Arlen Specter, who did not even win his primary in the August-September primary in Pennsylvania. So this guy is gone. He used to be a Republican, switched over to become a Democrat, and now he's gone. So good riddance on this rhino. Then we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger. From the day one, everybody and his mother knew that this guy was full of liberalism, full of Democrat. He married into the Democratic Party in the Kennedy clan. So good riddance for him. I believe he retired, but good riddance for him. He's taken that state just down the crapper, okay? Conservative people that we feel here at The Point are in the Republican Party. And we've got the governor of Mississippi, Haley Barbour, okay? He's definitely a conservative. We've got Senator-elect Marco Rubio of Florida, young, very young senator who's going to make a big difference in the next 20 to 30 years of his political career. He's definitely conservative, okay? We've got Mitch McConnell, the minority leader in the Senate, okay? He's definitely a conservative. We've got Newt Gingrich, all right, the former Speaker of the House, who I feel may run in 2012. And again, he has a great chance of winning. And then we've got the new Speaker of the House beginning in January, John Bonner. All right, so he is a congressman from Ohio. These politicians and many more are all conservatives. It's the rhinos. It's the Republicans and the rhinos in the Republican Party that just make everything helter-skelter, if you will. Then we've got icons like Rush Limbaugh over here. Definitely a conservative icon. And we've got Glenn Beck, one of his lieutenants. I'm sure Glenn Beck can stand on his own. Thank you very much. But, you know, Glenn's got to tip his hat like we all have to Mr. Limbaugh. We've got the president of Fox News, Roger Ailes, okay? We've got Sean Hannity, okay? And we've got Mr. Bill O'Reilly, just to name a few in the media that are conservative. So what we're going to do now is point out some rhinos as we kind of wind down this particular segment and just give you a snippet of who these folks are. We've got Robert Bennett, senator from Utah. He rhino, and he lost his primary. So he's not going to be reelected, and good riddance for him. We don't need rhinos in the Republican Party. Matter of fact, we believe here that we would like to have the Republican Party switch over to possibly the Conservative Party within the next 2 to 5 years. We believe in a two-party system. Don't get me wrong. But we believe that if you're a conservative party, rhinos like Mr. Bennett, Mr. Crist, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Arlen Specter, they can't slither into the party. They can, but it's going to be a little difficult. So we believe in the Conservative Party, and that's one of our goals. Okay, we've got a retired senator from Ohio, George Vonovich. Okay, he was a rhino, so good riddance for him. And we've got a rhino over here, Thad Cochran, a senator from Mississippi. Now again, a rhino is termed to be one who votes moderate to liberal, being in the Republican Party, okay? We don't know here at the point that if Lisa Murkowski, senator from Alaska, she was losing to the Tea Party candidate, so we don't know if that is finalized. We have a low budget and so forth, so we don't know, but she's definitely a Rhino. Hopefully she lost. And then we've got Susan Collins, junior senator from Maine, Rhino, and the biggest, the senior senator from Maine, Olympia Snowe. We all know what she did by voting for the health care and some other programs for the Democratic side. We've got Michael Steele. The jury's still out on this man. He's the RNC, the Republican National Committee chairman. We don't know if this man is a Rhino. Definitely a Rhino. John McCain, former presidential candidate. Again, I voted for this man because the lesser of two evils, but we had crappy representation when it came to the 2008 presidential election. This guy needs to go, but he barely won. And then we've got Richard Lugar, senator from Indiana. We need to find out when this cat is coming up for re-election, but he's a Rhino. The reason I tell you this, folks, because for the next 2 years, we're going to be coming at you, through our broadcast. We're going to park all of our broadcasts onto our website, conservativesviewpoint.com, where you can view past programs. So, again, our intent for the next 2 years is to try to defeat liberalism, try to make conservative values to the forefront, to bring back America and its values. Again, if you go to my site, you will check out the web store. We've got books, we've got playing cards there for you to purchase, but monies go to charity. So until tomorrow, which will be Thursday, God bless you, America, and be safe out there. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.